Welcome back to Tales of the Dark. Tonight, we're not talking about work, not about night shifts, not about staying home alone. Tonight, we're talking about vacations, trips people take to relax, to escape stress, to feel safe somewhere new, but sometimes the place you travel to already knows you're coming, and sometimes it doesn't want you to leave. Story 1, the Ocean View room. My girlfriend and I booked the hotel 3 weeks in advance. Beachfront, top floor, ocean view balcony. The photos looked perfect. White curtains, clean bed, sunlight pouring in. Exactly what we needed. The drive took 6 hours. By the time we arrived, it was already dark. The ocean was invisible, just sound, waves crashing somewhere beyond the black horizon. The receptionist barely spoke, just handed us the keycard and said, "Room 614. No smile, no small talk, nothing. The hallway upstairs felt off, too quiet, too empty, like sound didn't travel properly. Even our footsteps felt muted. We found the room at the very end of the corridor, no other doors nearby. I remember thinking that was strange for a hotel this size. Inside, everything looked exactly like the photos. Clean, modern, perfect. The balcony door was slightly open, curtains moving slowly in the wind. I walked over and closed it, locked it. The ocean air felt colder than it should have been. That night we fell asleep quickly. Long drive, exhausted, nothing unusual. Until 2:46 a.m. I woke up because someone knocked on the balcony door. 3 slow taps. Tap, tap, tap. I sat up instantly. We were on the 6th floor. There was no balcony next to ours. No way someone could stand outside. I stared at the glass, nothing there. Just darkness, then again, tap, tap, tap. My girlfriend woke up. "Did you hear that?" I nodded. Neither of us moved. The knocking stopped. Silence. Then the curtain shifted slightly, as if something brushed against it from the outside. I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight. Walked slowly toward the door. Each step felt wrong, like I was getting closer to something that shouldn't exist. I pulled the curtain back. Nothing, just black ocean. No lights, no boats, no reflection, just empty darkness. I locked the door again and stepped back. We didn't sleep after that. At sunrise, things felt normal again, almost, but when we went downstairs to ask the front desk about it, the receptionist looked confused. "There is no room 614. I felt my stomach drop. "Yes, there is. We stayed there last night." She shook her head slowly. "That floor only goes up to 613. I laughed nervously. "That's not possible." She turned the computer screen toward me. "Floor plan, rooms clearly listed. No 614. I grabbed our keycard, showed her. She stared at it for a long time, then said something I'll never forget. "This key isn't from our hotel." We went upstairs together. Same hallway, same end corner, but where our door had been, there was only a wall, solid, painted the same as everything else. No seam, no frame, no handle, nothing. I stepped closer, touched it. Cold, real. And from the other side of that wall, very faintly, I heard 3 taps. We left the hotel that same morning. Didn't argue, didn't ask for a refund, didn't even finish packing properly. We just left. Because once something stops making sense, your brain tries to fix it. But your body just wants distance. We drove inland for hours before stopping again. My girlfriend, Aisha, kept looking at the map like she didn't trust it anymore. I didn't blame her. After what we saw or didn't see, every place felt temporary, unreal. We booked the next place on the way. A cabin, small, private, surrounded by forest. It had good reviews. Pictures looked normal. Wooden porch, stone chimney. Big windows facing trees, no neighbors listed nearby. That mattered to us. We didn't want people, we just wanted quiet. We arrived just before sunset. The sky was fading into that deep orange that only lasts a few minutes before everything turns dark. The cabin sat alone at the end of a dirt path. Trees on all sides, thick, too thick. The kind that blocks sound, blocks light, blocks everything. No other cabins in sight. No cars, no smoke from chimneys, nothing, just us. The key was inside a lockbox near the door. Code worked, no issues. Inside smelled like fresh wood. Clean, warm, completely normal. And that's what made it worse later, because nothing warned us, not at first. We unpacked slowly, put on some music, opened windows to let air in. I checked every room, bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, everything fine. Then I noticed something small, a framed photo on the wall near the dining table, just a forest, but in the corner of the image, there was a cabin, this cabin, same angle, same trees, same porch. I thought it was just a decorative photo until I leaned closer and realized there were lights on inside the photo, lights that weren't on in the real cabin. I stepped back, didn't say anything. Didn't want to ruin the moment. We made dinner, sat outside on the porch. Sunset disappeared. Darkness took over fast, too fast. By 8 p.m. it felt like midnight. No insects, no wind, no distant sounds, just silence. Aisha noticed it first. Do you hear that? Hear what? Exactly. She was right, there was nothing, not even the usual forest noise. It felt like everything had stopped, like something was listening. We went inside, locked the door, closed the windows. That's when we heard it, a knock from the side of the cabin. Not the front door, not the back. The side wall, 3 slow taps, tap, tap, tap. We froze. I looked at Aisha. She whispered, maybe someone else lost. I shook my head. There was no road on that side, no path, nothing but dense trees. The knock came again. Same rhythm, same calm pace. Tap, tap, tap. I walked slowly toward the window, pulled the curtain back just a little, and saw him. A man standing between the trees, about 20 feet away, perfectly still, facing the cabin, facing me. I couldn't see his face clearly, just shape, height. Shoulders. He lifted one hand slowly and waved, not friendly, not aggressive, just slow, deliberate. I stepped back immediately. Aisha asked, who is it? I don't know. The man spoke. His voice carried clearly through the wall, too clearly. Hey Aisha, my heart stopped. She looked at me. How does he know my name? Neither of us had spoken outside. No one saw us arrive. No one greeted us. We hadn't even turned the porch light on. The voice came again, softer this time. Open the door, Aisha whispered. We should call someone. I checked my phone, no signal, zero. The man stepped closer to the cabin. Now I could see more of him through the window. His face, something was wrong with it. Not distorted, not injured, just wrong, like it didn't sit properly on his head. He knocked again, this time on the front door. Tap, tap, tap. Then he leaned closer to the wood and said quietly, I've been waiting for you. Aisha started crying softly. I grabbed a knife from the kitchen, held it tight. The door handle moved slightly, locked. He didn't try to force it, he just stood there, patient. Then footsteps echoed from the back of the cabin. We both turned. Impossible, there was no one else. No second person, yet footsteps moved slowly across the back porch. Then the back door handle turned, once, twice, then stopped. We were surrounded. The man at the front smiled, wider than normal, then said, you're already inside. The lights flickered, once, twice. Then every light in the cabin turned off, complete darkness. Aisha grabbed my arm. I couldn't see anything. Then from somewhere inside the cabin, not outside, we heard footsteps, walking slowly across the wooden floor, right behind us. We didn't stay in that cabin, not another second. The moment the footsteps started behind us, we ran. I don't even remember unlocking the door. I just remember cold air hitting my face and branches slapping against my arms as we pushed through the trees, not even following the path anymore. We didn't look back. We didn't stop. We just kept running until we found the car. And when we did, the cabin was gone. Not hidden, not dark, gone. No porch light, no windows, no outline in the trees, just forest, like it had never been there. Aisha kept repeating, it was there, it was there. I didn't answer, because I didn't know what to say anymore. We drove, no destination, no plan. Just away. After 2 hours, we hit a highway. Real road, real traffic, lights, noise, everything felt normal again, too normal, like the world had reset. We checked into the first place we saw, a resort, big, modern, crowded, people everywhere, families, couples, music playing in the lobby, staff smiling. It felt safe. That was all we wanted, safe. The receptionist greeted us warmly. No weird behavior, no strange silence, just normal conversation. 2 nights, I nodded. She handed us the key card. Room 312, normal number, normal floor, normal building. We both felt relief. Finally, something real. The room was perfect. Balcony overlooking a pool. Lights from the resort glowing everywhere. People laughing outside, music echoing faintly. For the first time since the trip started, we relaxed. We ordered food, turned on the TV, tried to forget everything. That night we slept deep, heavy. like our bodies were catching up after fear. Until 3:07 a.m. I woke up suddenly. No sound, no movement, just that feeling that something was wrong. I sat up, looked around, room looked normal, TV off, lights off, curtains closed, Aisha still asleep beside me. Then I noticed something. The balcony door was open. I know we locked it. I remember checking it twice. Slowly, I got out of bed, walked toward it. Each step felt heavier than the last, like I already knew what I'd see. I pulled the curtain back. The pool outside was empty, completely empty. No lights, no music, no people. The entire resort looked abandoned, every building dark, every window black, every path empty. But that wasn't the worst part. At the edge of the pool, people were standing. Dozens of them, guests, families, couples, all standing still, facing the water, not moving. Not speaking, just staring. I stepped back slowly, closed the curtain, locked the door. My hands were shaking. I turned toward the room and froze. Aisha was sitting up in bed, looking at me. But something was wrong, her posture, her stillness, her eyes. She didn't blink. "Are you okay?" I whispered. She tilted her head slowly, then smiled, not like her, too wide, too slow. Then she spoke, but it wasn't her voice. "You should have stayed in the cabin." I stumbled backward. "No," she stood up, movement stiff, unnatural, like someone copying how a person moves. Then she took a step toward me, or the hotel, another step, or the road. My heart was pounding so loud I couldn't hear anything else. I grabbed the door handle, yanked it open, ran into the hallway, and stopped. The hallway was wrong, lights flickering, carpet dirty. Walls stained, every door slightly open. And from inside each room I could hear breathing. Different breaths, fast, slow, wet, weak, like dozens of people hiding behind those doors, watching, waiting. I backed away, then heard footsteps behind me. I turned. Aisha stood in the doorway, still smiling, but now her face was changing, slowly, subtly, like something underneath was pushing outward, trying to come through. Then she said softly, "You keep checking in." The hallway lights went out, darkness swallowed everything. Then every door opened at once, and from inside shapes began stepping out, tall, thin, faceless, moving toward me, all at the same slow pace, all at the same time. I ran. I don't remember how I got out. I don't remember the stairs, or the lobby, or the exit. I just remember collapsing outside on the road as cars passed like nothing was wrong. Morning came, everything looked normal again. The resort was full, people laughing, swimming, music playing, no empty buildings, no figures, no darkness. Aisha stood beside me, completely normal, no memory of anything. She said I must have had a nightmare. We left that morning, didn't argue, didn't question, just left. But here's the part I can't explain. Every place we stayed, the hotel, the cabin, the resort, they all gave us a room number. No matter what they said at the desk, the K card always worked for 614. And last week I checked my email. No sender, no subject. Just a confirmation. Your stay has been extended. Room 614. If you are new here, subscribe to Tales of the Dark, where every story gives you a nightmare. And if you've ever traveled somewhere that felt wrong, share your story below.